2023, November 8th, 2023 Planning Commission to order. Roll call, please.
Mr. McGarry.
Here.
Mr. Wolke.
Here.
Mrs. Ehrlich. Here. Mr. Titterington.
Here.
Mayor Oda. Here. Mr. Westmeyer. Mr. Emmerich. We have a quorum.
Okay, the minutes have been sent out. Are there any changes, revisions, additions, deletions? Move for approval.
Second.
A motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Minutes are accepted. First item of business is the Historical District application, certificate of appropriateness for 125 South Market Street for the installation of a sign. Staff
Yes, sir. So this is a black metal building sign with the dimensions of 2 feet by 6 feet for a total of 12 square feet above the main entrance to the storefront. Per section 5.4 of the design manual, wall signs should be 3-dimensional with letters carved by a router or with lettering being individual pin mounted. The lettering of this sign will be routed and 3-dimensional. Staff recommends approval of the proposed sign based on the following. The sign complies with the design manual and sign code, and the signs and lighting are appropriate in scale to the building with which it is associated. And that'll conclude my report.
Are there any questions for staff?
Well, it ends with the word "and." On the recommendation.
Oh, sorry, that was
third
a typo.
And you said that the metal, the backing is black. What color is the lettering?
So the lettering, the actual letters are going to be cut out of the metal, and then it'll actually be like the backing of the building you'll see through that'll make the letters.
Okay, and what's the backing of the building again?
It's like a
tan?
gray. It's like a gray. Yeah.
I drove by and looked at this and this would be very appropriate and very attractive. So I will make a motion to approve.
We have a motion, second.
Second.
We have a motion and second. Roll call, please.
Mr. Wolke.
Yes.
Mrs. Ehrlich.
Yes.
Mr. Titterington.
Yes.
Mayor.
Yes.
Mr. McGarry.
Yes.
Approved.
Next item is a certificate of appropriateness, 404 West Main Street, for the installation of a wall sign.
Yes, sir. The applicant, Harris Signworks, on behalf of the 3 tenants, Posh Hair Salon, Renew You, and Home State Healthcare, is requesting the Planning Commission to review the proposed signage for the building located at 404 West Main. The property is located in the B2 General Business District. The OHI form lists this property as a 2-story frame building with stone foundation. It was built in 1873. The proposal is for new wall signage for the 3 tenants of the building. The signs will be separate from each other but secured to the building with the same wall mounting bracket system. The signage will be 3D routed, the lettering on the 1-inch thick, high-density urethane board. All 3 signs will be. Sign 1 will be for Home State Healthcare. It measures 31 inches by 94 inches, totaling 20.25 square feet, and will consist of classic red, cosmic blue, briny blue, that would be the lettering, and then clean white accents on a tricorn black background. Sign 2 for Posh Hair Salon will measure 30 inches by 90 inches, totaling 19.5 square feet, and the sign will consist of nectar yellow and clean white lettering on a cyberspace gray background with tricorn black accent around the perimeter. Sign 3 for Renew You will be 45 inches by 91 inches, totaling 28.5 square feet. Will consist of clean white and noble Eric green lettering on a tricorn background with awakening green, lush meadow green, and golden spell yellow accents. Design manual section 5.4 states wall signs should be 3-dimensional with letters carved by a router or pin mounted. This meets that standard. Staff recommends approval for the proposed signs based on it meeting the 5.4 of the design manual, and it keeps the overall integrity and does not detract from the historic district.
So this signage is also going to match directly adjacent to the west of this building at the John Coomer's facility. It's going to be the same design material. It's made by the same company as well. So we can pass this around if you want to see this.
Mr. Chair?
Yes, sir.
So the one comment question that I've got is, more comment, I guess. I get it, it's like Coomer's building, I see that it's gonna go on the side. The lengths are not the same.
The width.
Well, you got height or length, so width. There's
Yeah, the
no
length,
double on there. Thank
I guess they had 94, 90, and 91 respectively.
Right, so is there any way to make it, like, this would look more symmetrical if they were all the same width or length, as it were?
Yeah, I think the issue is the heart and then the renew.
Well, I get that.
Yeah.
That's my question then, is the 94-inch length, does that include the heart?
It would include the heart.
All right, so if you go to the bottom of that sign, below the heart, corner to corner, is that width the same as the hair salon width and the same as the bottom of the Renew sign?
It would be the same. They're calculated by drawing the smallest shape around the entire signage. So that's why the heart's making it the additional 4 inches.
Okay, but if you take the heart out of there and it's just, are they all the same size
Yes.
rectangle?
Yes, sir.
With the difference being the height, which is, well, maybe it's not. Okay, that's, I'm okay with that.
Mr. Chair, so these are the three existing signs the picture you're showing us, right?
No, these
No,
are on a
it's-
different
it's-
building.
On a different building, kind of a block away from.
But it's close to this.
Yeah,
Yeah,
very
it's a
close.
block away.
They are different lengths.
Oh, okay. Doesn't mean we have to repeat it.
No, I'm just a comment.
And this one does kind of look like they are symmetrical with, if you take the arches out and so, I mean, I'm
I think
okay
they're
with
just-
it, with.
I just think they're
with what they
reflecting the company
explained.
that's there.
Yeah, I get it.
Anyway, pass it down.
That they're-
Is there a motion for approval on
I'll make a motion to approve.
the motion to approve?
I'll second.
We have a second.
Second?
Roll call, please.
Mrs. Ehrlich?
Yes.
Mr. Titterington?
Yes.
Who are you asking me?
Mr. Titterington?
Yes.
Okay. Mayor?
Yes.
Mr. McGarry?
Yes.
Mr. Wolke?
Yes.
This is passed.
Okay. Next item is a certificate of appropriateness for another sign, roof sign at 131 South Market Street. Have to have a report.
Yes, sir. So this is to replace the previous roof sign that was damaged in the windstorm. This sign was approved by the Planning Commission in 2016. This is a replacement of that with the same size and material. The roof sign will be at 22.2 square feet. The building is permitted to have a total of 100 square feet, and it is under the total permitted signage for the building. The lettering on the sign will be pin-mounted and three-dimensional and will comply with the design manual. The sign will be painted weather wood grain in a cedar brown color. Staff recommends approval of the proposed sign due to its compliance with the design manual and sign code, and it's appropriate to in scale to the building in which it's associated.
Okay. I had a question just on, if it's the same materials, is this a little more weatherproof?
Is it a little bit more?
Yeah, in case of
Well,
another
wind
windstorm.
resistant.
Wind resistant,
Yeah.
You want to come up and speak on that?
And while it's coming up, you're talking routed, that's the same material that was there?
High density, your thing, yeah, HDU board.
So I'm Trevor Levy from Vantage Signs. We're the ones that will be building the sign. The previous sign was strictly foam. So it had metal bracing behind it, but it was just a foam panel. This one will have an aluminum backer, so it is still going to be a routed foam material. It's painted to give it a wood grain texture, but it will have an aluminum panel behind it to stiffen it up a little bit
More
to
rigid.
presumably
Yeah.
prevent this from happening in the future.
Now,
Yes.
maybe I said that tongue in
Fingers
cheek.
crossed, right?
Yeah, right.
Thank you very much.
Yep, any other questions?
Any other questions?
And they're changing, I know the name's the same, but this is a different kind of look for that sign?
Yeah, it's a different color. The previous one was like purple and white.
No, I don't mean the colors, but
It
I
was
don't remember there
color
having being suites on there.
locked. It was color locked before.
Yeah, okay. That's what I thought. It's been a while.
They're kind of rebranding and updating their branding, I
Same
guess.
words, they're just in a different order.
Mhm.
You know, they added suites too.
They did.
Well, it was, yeah, okay. I'll move to approve.
We have a second?
Second?
Motion and a second. Roll call, please.
Did he say anything?
Mr. Titterington?
Yes.
Mayor?
Yes.
Mr. McGarry?
Yes.
Mr. Wolke?
Yes.
Mrs. Early?
Yes.
Motion is approved.
Okay, we have an additional item, for an alley vacation between 901 West Water Street and 824, 830 Washington Street. Jill?
So this is a request for an alley vacation. This alley was actually what was originally thought was part of a vacation probably almost 100 years ago, but actually this little piece wasn't vacated. So there is actually part of a house that sits on, in this alley. So the property owner at 901 West Water is the house. They're trying to sell it. He wants to vacate it, and then he's going to go privately and go to the two northern property owners to get that property, deeded over to him. But that's not here, but that's just a little background. So it's not an improved alley, it's an unimproved alley, and I don't believe there's any utilities in it, but if there are utilities, an easement will run with the vacated part of the alley. There's no city utilities, but if there's any communication, telephone, anything like that, it'll run with that. Other than that, adjacent property owners, as a part of your packet, have signed the petition, and we're requesting your approval and to make a recommendation to council.
So it's right here.
Yep. The vacation, no, it's...
Little ledge right there.
It's that way. Oh, over here. Yep, and then it's blown up here, like it's blown up here.
Okay.
So, can't be too big a house. Okay, any questions for Joe?
Yeah, why, we've got the petitions, they were signed back in June.
Yeah, it just takes a little bit of time. I think the engineer went back and forth with the county a little bit. They were trying, I think, not to do some additional field work. They were trying to reuse some of what had already been done out there, and then the county engineer's office, who ultimately approved the vacations, they ended up going back out and surveying. So, yeah, I've been working with this property owner, 901 Westwater, probably for about a year now, talking about what the solution is.
So the new property line, center line of the alley.
It will until they, go to the adjacent property owners. And hopefully then
They changed the law where it used to go back to where it came.
Yes, I just follow whatever the county engineer tells me to, because I get confused on where what the new law is or what it's not.
Okay, what's the desire of the commission?
Move for approval?
Recommend to council?
Yes.
I'll second.
Thank you for correcting. This is a recommendation to council, so, yes means affirmative recommendation. Roll call, please.
Mayor?
Yes.
Mr. McGarry?
Yes.
Mr. Wolke?
Yes.
Mrs. Early?
Yes.
Mr. Titterington?
Yes.
It's approved.
Thank you.
Cool. Okay. This is about a staff item request for availability of members for meeting the following dates. if there are agenda items. Day before Thanksgiving and the week between Christmas and New Year's.
I will not be here either one of those days.
Okay.
If it's urgent, I think I can be here. I'm not aware of anything.
Wednesday, they're both Wednesdays?
Yes.
I'm good with that.
I am probably not available.
Okay. The two absent members are both, one is available both dates. Mr. Emmerich is only available before Thanksgiving, so, but we would have a quorum, it appears, if we would have to have a meeting. Okay.
If we have to have a meeting.
If we have to, there are agenda items that would require a meeting, yes.
Yeah.
Does that take care of the business?
Yes, that takes care of it. Thank you so much.
Perfect. Any other business?
So, we have some good feedback from our comprehensive plan survey. We continue to urge people out, when you're out in the public, to continue taking that. We're about at, I think, 330 responses in 2 weeks, which is pretty good. So continue to urge people